So how many of you out there struggle with flipping this club through impact and you're adding loft to the face, the ball's going high, the harder you swing, the shorter it goes? Well, this video is made for you. We're going to talk about how to get more compression on the golf ball by getting more forward shaft lean at impact, really grabbing that ball against the face. This is the 5th video in the 7-day series on the 7 laws of compression. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so in the last video we talked about angle of attack and how that can help compression. The second piece to that is face angle and how much forward shaft lean we have, how much loft we have on the face, and how that's going to affect compression. So in that video, last video, we talked about nice shallow angle of attack coming down but very shallow. Now let's talk about this face angle here. So this is going to represent the loft that's on the face. The more forward shaft lean you have, so if I tilt this shaft forward, that's going to take loft off of the face. So here's the club face, and as I tilt this shaft forward, it's taking loft off. As I tilt it back, it's adding loft. So if you're flipping through impact, I don't care if you're swinging 120 miles an hour, you're not going to hit it very far if you're adding a lot of loft to this face. It's going to roll up the face, not going to go very far, not going to get a lot of compression. So the second piece to this, how far forward should this club be? Now, PGA Tour Pro is a good general idea is that at impact, with a driver, they're still going to have a little bit of forward shaft lean, about 2 to 3 degrees of forward shaft lean, depending on the person and where they have the ball and all that kind of stuff, but that's pretty much an average. With a wedge, they're going to have almost 10 to 12 degrees of forward shaft lean. So that means they're taking loft off of this club and tightening up this angle, getting less spin loft and more compression. So I want to talk about spin loft for a minute because I want to clarify what causes spin on the golf ball also, so that you'll kind of know as you're going farther forward, and this will also help you understand compression a little bit better. So if I have a shallow angle of attack, let's say my angle of attack is 0, and my club face, let's grab a 60 degree here, is pointing directly up toward the sky, so 90 degrees of loft on it. Well, I'm going to have a very high spin loft. Spin loft is the difference between angle of attack and face angle. So this will be a lot of spin loft, but I wouldn't have a lot of spin because I'm not getting much friction. The ball is just going to slide across the face, and the face isn't going to grab that golf ball and create backspin on it. So as I start to go farther down here and get less and less loft, I'm gaining friction and I'm gaining spin. So I can keep on decreasing this, and there's a maximum number here, and it's going to be a little bit different with every club, to where you get maximum spin and maximum compression, so that you can spin the ball back on the green and it's really solid and compressed also. And then if I keep on going more and more and more, well, I'm going to keep on gaining compression. My compression's always going to go up, but my spin is going to get less because now I have less loft creating backspin. So there's kind of a maximum number here where we're going to get the best amount of spin and the best angle of attack and the best compression and all that stuff to create the best shots possible. And I'll go over that with you in a nice little drill here in a second that's going to help you to figure out just how much you should be doing. But that's the idea. Shallow angle of attack, de-lofting this club by getting some forward shaft lean, and that's going to help you get more compression, more spin, and overall better shots. So here we are off the edge of the putting green again, and we're going to work on getting some forward shaft lean, but not too much. Now, for most amateurs, you never have to worry about getting too much. You're constantly, for higher handicap players, they're flipping, they're losing loft, the ball's rolling up the face. That's okay. We're going to show you exactly, for those of you that's happening to, we're going to show you exactly how to fix that. And it all starts with your right arm. So the right arm tends to be want to be more dominant in a right-handed player. So I got to get this right arm working forward, and I want this right arm to be in front of my left leg here, and this club to still be lagging behind. Most people, when they find their right arm in that position, their club is well on the way and it's way up here. So in order to get forward shaft lean, I have to get this club lagging behind, and I have to get my right arm working in front of my body. So here's what we're going to do. Don't worry about a ball yet. I want you to go ahead, again, get a little bit more weight on your left because these are going to be little small swings. And I want you to work that right arm in front of your left leg and then let the club hit the ground. So if you pause your video here, it should look something like this, and then the club's going to go ahead and release and come down and make a nice little thump in the ground, but we don't want it to take a divot. So we're working that right arm in front of our body. Notice my shoulders are not opening. I don't want my shoulders to be way up here because that'd be me just dragging the club through with my body. I want to get that right arm working across my body. once I get comfortable with that, now let's go ahead and try to do that same thing. So my ball's gonna be a little bit behind inside of my left foot, and I'm gonna hit these shots with just my right arm. There we go, not too bad. Now, what I wanna pay attention to here, and what most of you are gonna do, as soon as you start to do this, you're gonna flip it, and the ball's gonna go up in the air. So you're gonna start to flip this club, and you notice the ball's kind of rolling up the face. It doesn't have a lot of spin. But what I want you to do eventually is be able to work on that drill enough to where you can go on the edge of your chipping green here, hit it with just the right arm only. This is an extremely difficult drill, and be able to get a nice compressed shot, just like that, came out nice and low with a lot of spin on it, without taking a divot. So we're learning to get just the right amount of forward shaft lean without having this leading edge catch and dig down into the ground, but still coming in nice and shallow. Very, very tough to do with the right arm. It's gonna take a lot of practice, but once you can do this drill every time and hit the ground up here by your left foot without having to worry about taking a divot, you will hit the ball absolutely pure, I promise you. You'll love this drill. So go ahead and get started now. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to click the like button below. Ask some questions in the comments section. I'll be trying to get to all those questions and answer as many as I can to help you guys out. And if you'd like to see more of these videos, click the subscribe link up above, and that's going to allow you to be notified anytime we come out with new videos. So as a bonus for you guys, I'm going to include the first half of the right arm in the downswing video. It's going to pop up right after I'm done here. And if you want to see that entire video, go ahead and click the link in the bottom right. And that's going to allow you to sign up for your free membership, be able to watch that entire video free of charge. It's usually only for paying members. Plus you're gonna get about 4 hours of bonus instructions. So you're gonna get a ton of good stuff absolutely free of charge by being a Rotary Swing free member. So I look forward to seeing you guys very soon in the future, and good luck with your compression. Hi, I'm the Lag Doctor, Clay Ballard, and today I wanna talk about something I know you all care about, and that's distance. Now, when I see students work on distance, they oftentimes use something I call the sledgehammer approach. What I mean by the sledgehammer approach is that they keep the club very close to their body, and they rotate their shoulders in the club very aggressively through impact. They get a ton of rotation and try to get a lot of speed with their body. But there's only one problem with the sledgehammer approach. You see, the sledgehammer technique is great for producing power, but it's very poor at producing speed. Now, if you want distance in your golf swing, you need to produce speed, and we do this by creating leverage. So if you want to learn how to create leverage in your golf swing and start out driving all of your friends with less effort than you ever thought possible, you're going to want to watch this video.